Hello, everyone. My name is Nate, and I am a psychic medium. And I'm doing this video in collaboration with someone that I recently met. And this is Satoko. And this is from the channel Hello from Long Beach. And so you should definitely check out this YouTube channel, Hello from Long Beach. I think it's all together. And I believe that Satoko contacted me from my previous predictions video that you find in this channel. And I was asked to see if I could do some predictions that were very specific to Japan. And so I took on that challenge. I am not familiar with Japan myself. I've never been to Japan, but I felt that that was an interesting take. And so I will be doing this video for, of course, Japanese people, but also people who are interested about Japan, Japanese lovers, people who are just have a curious interest of this part of the world. Before anything, I wanted to thank you for watching, asking you if you can support the channel by subscribing, liking, and commenting, and sharing with your friends. And also, I wanted to wish you a wonderful, happy New Year 2025. I'm gonna talk just a minute about my experience with Japan. I've never been to Japan, and so I believe that it's only what I've heard and seen about Japan that has influenced my view of Japan. I feel like there's an extreme beauty. You can see here with this video all the different aspects of the old culture, the new culture, that the blend of the traditional and the modern life in Japan, in Tokyo, for example. I feel that there's an aspect of the Japanese culture that very interested myself. People seem to be very polite, a lot of respect. They really seem to uh, be very nice with each other. Something that really fascinated me, a little anecdote here, is that uh, I watch a little bit the soccer football World Cup, and they talk about how the different teams behave when they are, for example, in public, or in this case, they showed that the Japanese players, after they left the locker room, had the towels folded, everything cleaned up, everything very neat, everything in excellent order. When you look at other countries, I won't name them, but everything was kind of messy and towels on the floors, etc., etc. And then you also had the Japanese supporters, the fans, that went in the stadium after the game to clean up the stadium. This has really shocked me from a positive standpoint, a reflection of the Japanese culture of respect. And so I wanted to say that as well, because, like I said, I am not familiar with the culture, but I respect it very, very much. And the beauty of the landscape, the beauty of the people, the old and the new together, there's definitely a sense of beauty here, and I wanted to mention that as well. Uh, Also, I wanted to share that I will be making 10 predictions, so we'll go from 1 to 10. I wanted to address the fact that I believe I was told by Satoko that there is a belief from different prophecies that there will be a massive, massive natural disaster, earthquake. I feel like it ties to the month of July, and so 2025. And so I wanted to keep that in mind, but it didn't let influence my reading. But you'll see that at the end, I address this particular topic. I will share with you the predictions from 1 to 10. And also, I wanted to do maybe pull a couple tarot cards as I talk about them while the energy is there, while the energy is fresh, in order to do some card readings. And I will be using my own tarot cards. the mystical tarot of the saints, and it's on sale at the moment. And I will be using those cards, to complement the the reading. Okay, when I feel like I'm I need maybe a clarifier or an additional information. So we're going to go on a little bit of a journey here, focusing on the beautiful country of Japan. And I will go from 1 to 10. So the first thing that I looked at is the economy, the Japanese economy for 2025. And my prediction is that the economy will be at a slow growth. I don't see the economy going very, very strong. I don't see the economy crashing. I see the economy that it will be at a slow growth. And I also feel that the yen will go up, but also not an extreme high. I feel like it will be also going up with a slow growth. I feel that particularly the demand side, the purchasing power, the ability of consumers to buy will not be as strong. In other words, the consumption will maybe a little bit challenged. And so that's why to me the economy is it's growing but at a slow pace. And the yen will go up, but not in massive kind of ways. Slow growth as well for both. So I'm gonna ask the cards here if there's any additional information that I can tune into for the Japanese economy. Page of Cups here. The Page of Cups to me represents, newness, represents a small forward movement, but it's a page. It's not a knight. It's not a queen. It's not a king. So the page is the smallest of the people, which kind of continue to tell me that it's slow. The growth is slow, and the moon here talks about the shadow, the sun and the moon. And so if it was the sun, we would see like an interesting forward movement. But with the moon, I feel like it's also giving us a sense of night, a sense of the fairly quiet side. So that confirms the prediction that I see for the economy and the yen, the currency as well. We're moving on to a second prediction, and I feel this one is related still to the economy, but it's related to business. And I was seeing a large company coming up with a something new related to a drug, a medicine. It's a biotech company, a drug, a medicine, maybe a medical device, but it is a progress in the healthcare field from a biotech company, biotech, biopharma of that nature. And so I feel like it's positive for the economy, but it's also positive for the lives of people. Any kind of progress in the research and access to medicine is obviously a very positive development. So let's try to get more information on that. The biotech or the biopharma, what do I see here in terms of the innovation? That's the word that I was looking for. Okay, so I got the Hangman, which is a card of usually when you see the person upside down, it's a sense of hanging, needing flexibility. But when you turn it, you see a new perspective. And so the idea here with the Hangman is a sense of it brings a new perspective, which makes sense with the research, with the idea of looking at a problem, maybe at a disease with a different way. I will pull a different card here. Yeah, the lovers. So it's interesting. The lovers, as we see this card, it talks about a partnership. So it could be two companies working together, but also it's matching the needs. It's also finding the resolution of a problem and its solution coming together. So I feel that this is something that will move forward, and I feel like it will be progress for people. The lovers also, I feel like we talk about love, it could be the heart as well. So it could be that it is something related to heart and cardiovascular issues. Okay, still, interestingly, the next topic was still health related. So it's kind of interesting. A lot of topics for Japan were health and medicine related. I felt that there will be kind of a change in the way that people are looking at food, that will be integrating supplements or a higher blend between traditional food and healing. And so looking at food, obviously food is nutrition. Nutrition is part of our body and healing and growing and making us feel good, but our body function well. But I think there's something about food and food as medicine, this topic of looking at more and more, maybe it's supplements, maybe it's shakes, maybe it is, I see something taking off there, that Japanese people will look for food slash medicine type products. And maybe it's happening already, but I feel like there's something coming through as well. So let's look into that. Something new, the Ace of Wands, Ace of Staff here. Something new that is coming. Um, Four of Cups, to me, this is, dropping what no longer serves. In other words, people shifting away from foods that have a low nutrition content to move towards a higher nutrition content. And a moon again showing up, which talks about the other side of things, the shadow. So I feel that it's an innovation here, and it's innovation for food strength, the card of strength. So food that have a strong healing power. Maybe we're seeing the return of more traditional medicine from herbs and plants and fruits, that sort of thing. So I feel that this is something that will develop in a bigger way for the Japanese market. That was number three. Number four, I wanted to look at international relationships between Japan and other countries, and particularly Japan, US, and Japan, China. I had a feeling from what I saw that Japan will struggle with the arrival of Trump in office in the United States. And I see the situation being a bit difficult or tense. Okay, a card just came out of my deck, the Two of Pentacles. And you see, it's like a juggling exercise. So I feel that there's going to be some stress, some difficulties dealing with the Trump administration on the Japanese side, and maybe vice versa. I think the relationship with the USA will obviously still be cordial, but I see possibly some choices, some strain, and it is Seven of Pentacles about money, right? So this could be related to tariffs. This could be related to commercial more than anything. And then also, I felt like the relationships with China would improve. So Japan and China. Two of Cups. This is a card of partnership. This is a part of agreements. And so I feel that that the relation might get better with China. I feel that there may be some partnerships, there may be some agreements. Of course, I probably believe that not everything is easy between the two countries, two significant countries in Asia. But I feel that there's a sense of maybe in some aspects getting closer, and that might come a bit as a surprise. Yes. Things were difficult before. Eight of Swords, there was a little bit of a crossroad, but with the Two of Cups, there's a forward movement that I see here. And so I feel that this is going to be an improvement for the region. So that was prediction number four. Prediction number five, we're moving into social aspects here. And prediction number five, I do see a big push and conversation and a shift in 2025 in Japan for women and women's rights in particular. Women wanting to have more equal rights, wanting to have more of a recognition, women maybe expressing their voice more. So let's look with the cards if we see that women's in Japan. Justice, so social justice. So that I feel like it's very confirmed. We shall see movement. I see women in the streets, like asking and demanding and voicing their opinions. And the Queen of Swords, this is Joan of Arc. This is coming right here. So this feels very, very strong for the rights of women. So that's what I see. Now, the next prediction, which is number six, is also in the social aspect. And I see also rights movements, and this time for pets and animals. People, movements, organizations that are promoting the protection, more protection for animals, for animal rights, for pets. I also see going extending this information to bringing more veganism, vegetarianism, people eating less meat or fish, and a more asking for more rights for animals and movements related to that. So let's see with the cards, uh, animal social in Japan. I got strength again, which interesting is you see a lion here, an animal here, and it's how people connect, this woman ties to the animal. So that is kind of interesting. Animal rights in Japan 2025. I get the same card, Two of Cups. Interestingly, I shuffled. I have 78 cards here, and this one came again. The support, the agreement, the rights, people wanting more rights. Let's just get one more card. Animal rights in Japan. The world, and this is Saint Francis, and you see this is the saint in Western culture, in Catholic culture. This is the saint for animals. So this is a big acknowledgement. You can see the animals around him. So yes, a big yes. I feel that this is a validation of the six prediction, pets and animal, and increase of vegan and vegetarian lifestyle. I'm gonna take a quick sip here. And we're moving to prediction number seven. We're looking at tourism for Japan. And that is something that I know that there's been more tourism in Japan. And I believe that this is with the yen going down. I read that. This is not a prediction, but this is more information that I've read in the past. Now, I do feel that there's going to be problem with tourism. That's more the prediction here. Problems with the tourism. Problems in certain city, which I'm sure that they're having issues with the crowd, but also maybe some accidents or maybe something that could be destroyed or an act of vandalism, something like that that is coming from tourists. And then also I feel that that's something in my global prediction that I feel this year there will be a moment where we're gonna have, I don't want to say a pandemic, but an issue with environmental, maybe food, that will bring some sort of restrictions in movements. And so that will also have something that will impact the tourism. So my prediction for numbers 7 is that there will be a strong increase in tourism in Japan, but there will be some issues related to tourism in relation to damages or problems uh, from tourists, and then also maybe a drop in tourism because of this environmental issue. Okay, a card flew, two of staff. This is a card of planning. So you see, this is a card of adjusting to a situation. So something is going on here. Japan tourism. Temperance. Temperance is a card of going with the flow. So it doesn't show again a lot of increase and a loss, Four of Cups. So maybe some problems here as well. And Ten of Wands is a card of burden, so over tourism. And Six of Coins, like money, giving and receiving. This doesn't show me like a strong increase in tourism. It doesn't show the problems that so that would talk about tourism that's increasing but not going crazy. But I still feel that there will be an issue with an over tourism damage or problem, something of a significant, something that the news will talk about, that a particular problem with tourists, and it will be maybe a destruction of something. So I'm going to leave that here. Prediction number 8, I did feel that there will be some sort of a terrorist activity in Japan. I was seeing like a violent group, and I feel that this would happening in a fairly major city. I don't know, but maybe Tokyo, Osaka, I don't know which one, maybe another fairly big city. I'm not sure, but there could be hostages from the situation, and it feels like it's coming from a terrorist group. So let's look. That's prediction number 8. A terrorist attack in 2025. Do we see a terrorist attack in 2025? The Five of Cups, this is a card of loss, and it's like you see something very sad. The Three of Coins, this is a group preparing something. Yeah, I feel like it's a terrorist group. The King of Cups, an emotional reaction to it. Let's see if I get yet another information about a terrorist attack. Page of Wands, the page would be someone younger, so maybe organized by younger folks. That I don't have more information, but that's prediction number 8. Prediction number 9. I see a train accident. I really do. A fairly large side train accident. It's almost like the train is derailed. So let's see. A train accident. Nine of Swords. The stress, you see this energy. For staffs, it is a sense of stability that just goes unstable. And the Devil. That train accident, I feel there's something a bit strange about it. So I'm gonna leave this here. Maybe there's someone behind it, or it's a true accident. I was not sure what to think when I saw that Devil. I'm gonna leave this here, and we'll have time to think about it. But it's a train that I see an accident or derailed. And then finally, I will address the the prophecies that I've heard that in July there will be a big earthquake. I do feel so for clarity. When I did the world's prediction earlier in January, I saw a mini tsunami in the south of Japan, and there was one. So that was absolutely true, what I saw. So I had to think again, is there something bigger? And I got the sense that yes, there is something bigger. Is it like absolutely catastrophic? No, but it's bigger. I still get the south, but I'm not sure. And it was as much earthquake as a volcano because I was seeing fumes and fire. A fire can come from an earthquake, but can also come from a volcano. And I didn't get a timing, so I don't know if this is July. So I'm going to try to get more information. And let's have a look here. A natural disaster for Japan. Natural disaster for Japan, 2025. Ace of Cups, something emotional. Six of Sword. This is something moving and traveling. The sun, for me, that represents the fire. Something moving again with the Knight of Cups. Let's see if I can get one more information. Five of Swords, you see this sneaky person here, a sense of surprise and being caught. So yes, I feel like there is something, earthquake or volcano of large size, but not, I wouldn't say at the same catastrophic level that I hear on prophecies. It feels there, but not as absolutely catastrophic, like the whole country would be in shambles. I don't get that. So here are the predictions. I will recap them. The first one was the slow economy. The second one was the medicine or the drug that is being discovered and brought to the market. The third one was food as medicine and supplements, things like that. The fourth one was about relationships at the international level between Japan and China, Japan and US. Then the fifth one, we look at women's rights in demonstration. Number six, uh, animal rights. Number seven, tourism and excess of tourism and maybe small drop in tourism. 8 was the terrorist attack. 9, the train accident. And the 10 was that earthquake slash volcano. I hope that was very helpful to you. I know that I will be talking with Satoko on a live as she is bringing this information to her viewers, and maybe we'll do a live at that time. Thank you so very much. And I certainly hope that some of the harder, saddest prediction don't pass. Frankly, I would prefer be inaccurate than accurate in having those issues. So wishing, everyone, the whole country, everyone, all the Japanese people in Japan and in the world, my true love and appreciation for who they are and their culture. Thank you very much. Bye bye.